The Better Business Bureau monitors online scam complaints, finding they were among the top 3 riskiest scams in 2017, 2018, and 2019. Data from the FBI shows online scams resulted in more than $3 billion in losses across the country. The average person lost about $93 per incident. And the riskiest product categories attracting online scammers this year were pet supplies and nutritional or medical products like face masks. And joining us tonight on NewsNation to discuss the threat of online scams and how to best protect yourself against them is Rae Kelly, Senior Managing Director and Head of Cybersecurity for the Americas at FTI Consulting. Ms. Kelly also served on the National Security Council and the FBI's Cyber Division. Ms. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
You have quite a resume, so I know that you are an expert on this. What are some of the new tricks, though, scammers are using to fool us specifically online?
You know, it's interesting. It's been about 15 years since the retail industry coined the term Cyber Monday. And that was because people were home for the holiday weekend and they went back to work on Monday. They logged into their fast internet speeds at work. And a lot has changed in that time. We don't need to go to our offices to be able to get those great internet speeds. Everybody has them, not just on their home computers, but also on their mobile devices. So what we need to be aware of is that this is going to be happening not on Cyber Monday, but throughout the month. And as we're looking at online shopping really increasing because of the COVID-19 pandemic, cyber criminals are ready for that too. And I think they're really going to be targeting us in 3 primary ways. The first being all of the emails you're going to receive about great deals, deals that are too good to be true. And they're going to be directing you to websites with those emails that say, click here because you can have this incredible savings. The next is going to be through receiving information about shipping confirmations. Just this morning, I got a text message saying that my UPS package was on the way, and I could click the link to follow it and track it as it was being delivered to me. But of course, I actually don't have anything coming from UPS. And then lastly is going to be fake order confirmations that people are going to see in their inboxes. They might think, gosh, I haven't ordered anything from that website. So that's going to also incentivize them to click the link and learn more. All 3 of those methods are going to drive consumers to click links. And those links are often going to take them to websites where they'll be asked to enter payment information or personal information. And all of those things can be very risky.
Well, Ms. Kelly, you really said something that stuck out to me there, because so many of us are having things shipped to us right now. So if we get something saying, hey, you know, track this thing because your package is on the way, this is probably really one of those times where we need to hover and make sure it's a legitimate sender.
So I think this is actually a great time to make accounts with those shipping providers like UPS, FedEx, and the US Postal Service, all of which allow you to make accounts with your information. So if you receive a text like that, you can ignore the link in that text, but you can go directly to those providers and see if you do have something on the way. And that really applies to all of the previous things I mentioned too. Perhaps you see a great deal at a company that you're interested in, and maybe it is legitimate, but you should navigate directly to that company, to that vendor, to that store in your web browser and not through the link that you receive.
All right, excellent advice there. And so kind of navigating to them, how can we tell though that that vendor is real? Are there like telltale signs really that it's legitimate and not a fake?
Well, you just got some great tips there about looking for the S in the browser window. I think another tip is really to use a desktop computer that's going to allow you to see the full link that you're going to. Our mobile devices make that more difficult, although if you're very savvy, you can find some of the information that might indicate something's fraudulent. But I think that being able to have a full keyboard in front of you can provide you some additional protections.
All right. Rae Kelly, Senior Managing Director and Head of Cybersecurity for Americas at FTI Consulting. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us tonight.
Thanks. Happy holidays.